Hello everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel on the art of alopecia. For those who don't know me, my name is Marcy and I have an autoimmune condition called alopecia universalis. Basically what that means is my immune system mistakenly attacks my hair follicles, and that is why I am completely bald and balding throughout my body. And on this YouTube channel we talk all about hair loss, we do lots of wig reviews and wig videos, tips, tricks, tutorials, Q&As, all of that fun stuff. I'm also very active on 2 other social media platforms. I have my Instagram and my TikTok, also known as The Art of Alopecia, so you can find me there. Feel free to give me a follow if you'd like. And I also have an Art of Alopecia Gmail account for those who may not feel comfortable reaching out to me via YouTube or Instagram or social media in general. So feel free to email me if you have any questions or concerns or are in need of support. I would be happy to help in any way that I can. I'm so excited to be filming in my own room today. I just feel a lot more comfortable when filming in my room because I have this beautiful Brooklyn Bridge mural behind me. Past few videos I've had to film it in the blue room because the natural lighting is a lot better in there, but I'm hoping that the lighting will stick out for me. It's a beautiful sunny day, so fingers crossed. Guys, moment of truth. I have something so excited for you guys in store for today's video. I'm going to be doing a dedicated video to all of my Continental wigs. Continental, hence the apparel, represent. But I have done a few Continental Hair videos in the past. I remember doing like my Continental Hair wig collection on my IGTV videos when I first started The Art of Alopecia. That was like a 1.5 years ago, and that's when I only had like a few pieces by them, but now I have like a whole wig wardrobe. Some that I'm going to be showing again, but a whole lot of new ones that I haven't really featured yet. I did like a quick intro on TikTok where I showed them all of my new pieces, but this is going to be the first time that I'm actually going to be showing you all the new pieces and showing you the entire collection all together. Okay, so a little backstory. For those who have been following me for a while probably know by now how much I love Continental Hair. They truly hold a special place in my heart, and that is because they were the first wig company that actually showed me what a good quality wig was. And for the longest time growing up with alopecia, I struggled so much with trying to find a good wig. You know, it's either the wigs were too itchy, or they weren't realistic, or they were shedding too much, or they were too big on my head, until 2016 came, where I walked into Continental Hair doors and I met Michael Suba, the owner, and he just completely changed the game for me. He's had a great impact on my life, and he's truly a magic man with what he does with his wigs. I'm always so impressed with everything that they're coming out with. So that's a little bit of backstory. So I've been a client of theirs for so long, and I'm so fortunate to have found them. Showed me how fun wigs are when they actually fit your head properly, or when they look natural to the human eye. So anyway, so thankful, but I have so many wigs from them. So I think how this video is going to play out is I'm first going to feature all of the newer pieces, and then throughout the video I'm going to go on to showing you guys the older pieces that you probably have already seen featured on, you know, my Instagram and YouTube. And the sun! Unfortunately for these wigs, I can't necessarily give you guys the specs as I do in all of my other wig reviews, like in terms of like the density, the length, and stuff like that. I can talk about the cap constructions from, you know, my personal knowledge, and be happy to do that. But Continental Hair, they don't really have an online wig boutique. It's kind of more of a go in person, buy a wig and then get it styled type thing. But I know they do lots of international orders. So if you see something that you love here, whether you are in Canada or not, contact them. I give you guys full permission to screen record this video or take a screenshot and stuff like that, show it to them, and I'm sure that they can create an exact replica of what I'm showing you guys. But I'm gonna stop rambling. I always do that, so let's get started on wig number 1. I am so sorry guys, I had to change the frame in which the camera is. It looks like it's about to storm and I'm losing the light, but fingers crossed that it will stay with me for the rest of the video. Okay, I'm gonna be super quick with these wigs because there are so many of them. But starting out with number 1, she is a gorgeous human hair. I don't know if she's processed or virgin. Unfortunately, I don't have the details on them, but she is so stunning, so soft. Her density is pretty thick, but not thick to the point where it looks unrealistic. She, again, gorgeous blonde with some lowlights, has a darkened root for more realism. As for her cap construction, she is a front lace from ear tab to ear tab, probably 1 inch of lace if I were to guess. She is a silk top, so nice and comfy and wefted at the back. She also has the adjustment straps, yay the sun, the adjustment straps at the back along with silicone throughout, so silicone on the ear tab, silicones at the nape, just for more security, but let's throw her on. So for this girl, I had to have one of their stylists, Vicella, bleach the knots for me because the knots were a little bit too apparent on my skin since my skin is so fair, but bleaching the knots really did it justice and made it look that much more natural. So I would always recommend, if you are buying a wig and you do see the knots, just know that there are people that can help you with that. I was a little bit too scared to bleach it myself because I've never done it before. But let me give you guys an up close on what it looks like. So the transition between the lace and the silk top is quite smooth. There's baby hairs throughout. You just have to bring them down with a little bit of a brush just to add more realism. So many baby hairs to go around. That's the amazing thing about Continental Hair, is all of their stylists are trained to, make the most realistic look possible. But she is super secure. Literally, this wig is not going anywhere, but she is so gorgeous. On to the next one. Okay, moving on to number 2. She is a stunning dark brown with some highlights of a lighter brown. She is the same cap construction as the last wig I just showed you. So lace at the front, silk top, machine wefted, silicone at the silicone on the ear tab, silicone at the back. Let's throw her on. I keep telling myself that when I want to wear this wig, I need to make my eyebrows a lot darker to help kind of make it look a bit more natural, but I love this one. I'm starting to really get into the darker hair colors. I just have to make sure that, that my eyebrows match. Okay, here she is. I love this girl. I love her length. I love how it just naturally frames my face. She is a middle part, but one thing I forgot to say about the last one is you can part her wherever you like because the lace goes from ear tab to ear tab. So feel free to trim that part wherever you'd like. But she is stunning. We also bleached the knots on this girl because she's darker than the last. Look at that. And if you wanted that lace to sit flat, you can either use just some glue or adhesive or some like Blue Walker tape. It's not a whole lot of lace, but if you're planning on doing like a bit of a half up, half down, maybe setting that down might benefit you. I don't know, depends on personal preference. I love her. She is so natural and the color is just so stunning. I just feel like a complete diva in this wig. I love her. But yeah, this is wig number 2. Okay, moving on to wig number 3. I'm sure you have seen this girl all over my Instagram. She is still a newer Continental piece. She's definitely one of my favorites. She is my gorgeous, stunning pastel pink wig. She has a natural root, which I love. I've always wanted just like a natural pink wig. And this is her. She's super long, human hair. All of the wigs that I'm showing you are human hair except for one. That's a synthetic wig, but I will specify that. She has the same cap construction as the last two. Lace, silk top, wefted at the back, silicone throughout, and the adjustment straps at the back. Let's throw her on. I freaking love Continental wigs just because their quality of wigs is the best in the business. Their hair quality, I don't know where they're getting their hair. Talked to Michael Subie about it, but he is doing something right because the hair lasts and the hair always feels so smooth. Even like my processed ones, they are so incredibly made. I'm just so obsessed, and they last so long. These wigs will last you so many years if you take really good care of them. Like I still have my very first one that I got the first time I met Michael Suba, which was, I want to say 5 or 6 years ago. It still needs a little bit of work now and then, but I still wear her and she's absolutely fantastic. Okay, can you understand why this is my favorite wig? Like, she is so gorgeous. Again, that transition is amazing. And there's baby hairs throughout. Lots of baby hairs to go around. Oh, I love, love, love this wig. Also, these are all in sizes, I think, extra small, just because my head is tiny. But just know that if you do struggle with finding a wig that fits your head because your head is too small, go to Continental Wigs because they are probably one of the only companies or one out of the few that have sizes extra small. I know a lot of companies have size small, but this is amazing. Okay, let's move on to wig number 4. Okay, moving on to wig number 4. She is different than the last 3 that I've showed you. So she is a gorgeous ashy blonde with a darkened root. She is a silk top without any lace, and instead of machine wefted, she's hand wefted at the back. So someone has actually gone in and tied in each of those knots. These cap constructions tend to last a lot longer and they tend to be a lot more comfortable just because the material all throughout is very, very soft. But yeah, let's throw her on. Oh my goodness, I love this one. She is so, so cute. I'm really getting more into like shorter wigs because they're just so low maintenance and I love them. Alrighty, so presenting number 4. I will show you an up close. She has some baby hairs to kind of disguise the silk, because obviously these aren't as realistic as the lace, but I really think it really depends on how you style it in the morning. So one thing that I've always found that helps me in terms of realism is when you take the blow dryer and you actually train the hair to go up and you give a little bit of volume. And baby hairs are so important for silk tops because you really want to disguise that like immediate transition between like your forehead and the wig. So there is a lot of tips and tricks that you can use, but silk tops are absolutely my favorite, I think. I mean, all wigs have their pros and cons, but like at the end of the day, if I'm investing a lot of money in a wig, I want to make sure that it's going to last me a long time, and these are the cap constructions that will last long. But again, people have different priorities. Some people really want the really realistic, so it all really depends on personal preference. But let's move on to wig number 5. She is, I love this one. Okay, so she is a stunning copper orange with some lighter kind of orange highlights. She is just unreal. Her cap construction is very different from anything I've ever seen before. I don't even think I could really explain it, but I will try. So this is her cap construction. I believe she was supposed to be a custom-made wig for someone, custom-made to their head size, but obviously something happened and it didn't work out. So it looks like the person wanted the part at the very side of the left-hand side. So that's where the part lays. The part's very far out and you can't really do much to change it at this point. Again, this is not really a good explanation. If they do have custom made caps at Continental Hair if you want one, but it looks like it is hand woven at the back, just like the last one with the adjustment straps. But you guys don't care about that stuff. You just want to see what it looks like. So let's throw her on. She is like an extra small cap. So if you struggle with finding small sized wigs, go to Continental Hair. They will hook you up. Oh, I love this wig. It just makes me want to be in a Marvel movie. You get what I mean? Oh my goodness, like look at her. So the part kind of throws me off a little bit just because it's so far to the left-hand side, but a part of me kind of loves it. Like really loves it. Oh my goodness, I keep hitting my wall. Okay, let me show you what the part looks like. So again, lots of baby hairs to disguise that kind of immediate start of the wig. She's kind of like a silk top, but she's not a silk top. I don't really know how to explain it, but she's very natural. Lots of baby hairs. It's all about the baby hairs, guys. If you get a wig, get your stylist to cut in baby hairs. Not a whole lot, but just enough to make it look really realistic. But yeah, how stunning is she? Okay, moving on to wig number 6. But this next wig is a very new cap construction at Continental Hair, and they're still kind of in the works of making it accessible to all. So this is called the Sport. It is such a cool cap construction. Basically, the point of it is it's a custom-made fit. So they will take your measurements and they will take a mold of your head. And it's basically for someone who wants like a light and breathable option. So basically this special material inside is made to kind of suction to your head. It basically holds down when you are sweating. So it's fantastic for high active sports and stuff like that. This is, I think, a 3/4 custom fit. This wasn't a custom fit for me, but it actually does fit quite perfectly. But these are currently in the works. They are so cool, but I'm going to tell you guys a little bit what the owner, Michael, said about it. So this wig is designed as a 3/4 cap system. A full cap stock design is in the works. The trick in its design is a very light and thin but reinforced polyurethane base that is strong but breathable. This is especially important if the weather wants it permanently attached. Either virgin or processed hair can be used, which is a big factor within the cost. So I'm gonna throw her on. Her bangs are a little rough because she's been in a box. So I just need to style her, and one side is curled and the other side has lost its curl. Okay, let me give her a brush. I know she looks a little wonky, but I promise you I will insert a picture of how she looks like when she is styled. But she is the lightest wig. It's kind of like, it's a weird cap construction to wear at first, but once you start wearing it, it really feels like a second skin because it just stays on your head and it holds, and it's like there's no silicone, there's no tape or anything. I do believe that it can be a permanent attachment, so if you are someone who's wanting to wear this permanently for a short period of time, then it can definitely be glued onto your head. So this is what she looks like. Again, she's a little bit rough, but this is kind of what it looks like at the top. She doesn't really necessarily have a part, but she can move really well. There's lots of movement involved, and it's just staying on my head. It really is. It's great for like the summer, or again, like athletes who sweat a lot. It just like stays on your head. And it only, so the 3/4 cap goes to about here. So obviously that's not a full cap, but pretty close. But yeah, these are another option. Again, all depends on personal preference. I like to kind of say that this is like the baby version of the Contressa, and the Contressa I should be getting very, very soon within the next few weeks. And that is a custom made fit that does suction to your head, that you can swim in and that you can go skydiving with, ride roller coasters. It really is a work of art, very magic. But yeah, this is the Sport. Okay, moving on to the next one. I got this girl about a year and maybe like a month ago. I just recently chopped her all off. She used to be kind of down to here, but I really wanted a shorter, like a much shorter wig. She is the same cap construction as the first few. So she is a lace front, silk top, lifted at the back. She doesn't actually have the silicone. I think this was one of their first wigs when trying out the lace. But I believe if you don't want the silicone, you can always ask for one without. I don't know. They can make anything happen at Continental. So let's throw her on. Again, she's not styled, but I will insert a picture on what she looks like when she is. She is just so gorgeous and so fun because she's so short. Just such an easy throw-on wig. Kind of look like a bit of a mom when I wear this, but I kind of dig that look. Anyway, here she is. She's probably one of my most natural lace tops. I think the color is just absolutely perfect for me. It's like the perfect shade of brown. But yeah, she normally looks a lot better than this, but this is her at a glance. But I will insert a picture on what she looks like when she's actually styled. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, so on the same day that I got the brown one that I just showed you, I got this adorable kind of ginger bob synthetic wig. So she is a very different cap construction, very different wig from the rest of them because it's synthetic. It's my only Continental Hair synthetic. But this is her cap construction. She's a pretty average synthetic cap construction. You can tighten her. Let's throw her on. Continental Hair has every kind of wig, literally every kind of wig. She is so cute. I don't wear her often. I should, because she's adorable. Oh, I love her. She's so cute. Okay, so here she is. She doesn't have any kind of lace, but she is really natural to me, in my personal opinion, because the hair is kind of just like cover like the beginning of the wig, and the wig lays very flat. This is probably a size smaller, extra small, but yeah, look how cute she is. Okay, let's move on to the last few. These last few that I'm going to show you guys, I've had them for quite a few years now, but I will talk more when I have them in my hand. Okay, moving on to the next wig. We have made it to our home stretch. Only, I want to say, 3 wigs left. So I have had this next girl for about, I want to say 3 years now. She's still kicking it. I think she's due for another color job though, because she's kind of lost her beautiful color. I don't like to go too blonde, just because I think it washes me out. But she is a silk top. She doesn't have any lace, and she is hand woven with the adjustment straps. I wore her a lot in San Diego when Continental Hair brought us all to do some modeling and to do some video footage and stuff like that. She looked fantastic, so I can insert a picture of her there. But she's gone through her fair share of lifetime. She is a processed human hair, but she still feels like virgin even though she's been dyed a few times. Like, that just goes to show how incredible the hair quality is and how long it lasts. But she's not as realistic as the other ones just because she's lost kind of a bit of her hair. She's lost a bit of her depth, but she's still kicking it. She is still surviving. So this is the front. There are some baby hairs to help kind of disguise that transition. She used to be a lot longer, but I've cut her over time. She's just still very gorgeous. I don't want to give away any of my Continental wigs because they just mean so much to me. Anyway, let's move on to the next one. Okay guys, moving on to the last two. This is actually getting kind of emotional because I'm at the end of this video almost. Okay, so this next wig holds a lot of significance for me. Whenever people ask me like, what is your favorite wig or who is Marcy? I always put this wig on and I'm like, this is Marcy. This is the wig that I feel the most me in, even though it's fun to kind of, you know, wear different wigs every day and to have like different personalities along with your hair. Every time I put this wig on, it's like, this is me. I kind of like envision myself, you know, if I did have hair, this would probably be the color and the hairstyle that I would choose. Anyway, so I've had her for a long time. This is my beloved Charlotte wig. I love her so, so much. I've had her, I want to say, for 4 years now, and she is still my favorite. She still looks absolutely fantastic. She has been in a box. The thing that I struggle with having so many wigs is like, obviously there's only so many wigs that I can wear in like a week. I always alternate between my wigs to extend all of their lifetimes, but it's hard, and that's how I store my wigs. I put them in like little boxes. So this is Charlotte. I'm gonna throw her on. She's quickly a silk top, hand woven at the back, last cap construction as the last, but she's virgin. She's never been colored before, so she's a natural chocolate blonde, or chocolate brown, sorry. Yeah, this is me. Even though it's not really properly styled and, you know, the curls have kind of gone in, I don't know what's going on there. This is me. When I think of myself with hair, I think of this. I don't know. There's just something about it. I don't know if it's the color or if it's the cut. She is just the most Marcy. Okay, I guess we have to get to this very last one. This is making me so sad. But on to the next one. Last wig! Guys, this is kind of just like, it's so real for me to be holding my very first Continental wig. Like, this is the wig that I left with back in 2016 when I got my first one. I tell this story to everyone because I think it's so amazing, and it really says a lot about who Michael Suba is. And I've probably said his name like 6 times already in this video. But when I walked into Continental Hair for the first time, I was very vulnerable. I had been wearing a lot of wigs for a long time. Nothing just suited me. So Michael Suba sat me down and he kind of just talked to me about like what I envisioned like my next wig to be and stuff like that. We just had a conversation and I showed him some pictures of what I looked like with my hair. Anyway, so he brought out 2 boxes, and inside those boxes were 2 wigs that I was about to try on. The first wig that he gave me was the wig that I chose to take home that day. So just very emotional because it just kind of goes to show how talented he is and how he can truly listen to someone and know exactly like what's best for them and what will look amazing on them. So Michael Suba, if you're watching this, I love you, man. You've made a huge impact on my life. Anyway, let's try her on. Again, she's very rough. She is very old, but I still wear her under a hat and I still give her cute little curls and she looks fantastic. She still feels like a brand new wig because she is so soft. Oh, and she still smells so good. Okay, silk top, hand woven, adjustment straps at the back. This was so real. Wow. She used to be a lot longer. She was really long when I got her initially. But like, look how amazing that looks after like 6 years of wearing her. Guys, come on, like you cannot beat that. It is so, so, so cute. Maybe I'll give her one last color job. Maybe I'll do something funky or something, I don't know. But yeah, this is my very first Continental Hair wig. I will insert a picture of what it looked like when I first bought her, but this makes me really emotional. We made it to the end. Oh my goodness, I can't believe how many wigs are in my room right now. I'm so fortunate to have this many to show you guys, and I really hope you were able to kind of pull out how amazing Continental Hair is. But yeah, if you're in Canada or if you're not in Canada, contact Continental Hair. if you are looking for a high quality wig that's going to last you years and years and years on end. I am so excited to post this video for you guys all to see. Continental Hair has made a great impact on my life and so many others. They are truly the reason why I regained my confidence by showing me, you know, how much fun the wig world can actually be. And yeah, I'm just so thankful, so fortunate, but go check them out. And if you have any questions, feel free to contact me on whatever platform you prefer, or email me, it doesn't matter at all. But yeah, the next Continental Hair video is going to be on my Contessa, which was the fancy schmancy wig system that I was talking about earlier, the one that you can swim with, the permanent attachment, all of that fun stuff. So hopefully I'll be getting in the next few weeks and I will update you guys throughout. But in the meantime, follow me on my social media, follow me on Instagram, subscribe to my channel, follow me on TikTok, like this video if you enjoyed it, and we will see you next time on The Art of Alopecia. Bye guys!